Welcome back to the channel. Webby's back with me. My ears did survive after the last time we met Webby. Got to let you in a little bit of a secret with Webby. The other day, I seen him getting out of the car. He'd spent time with Gary Neville, who dropped him off, and I thought to myself, there's been some conversations going, and as per usual, Webby, you got it off your chest with me.
I needed it, Tony. You know, I was raging in that car.
Yeah.
Been raging since leaving Villa Park on Sunday. And someone had to get it, and unfortunately it was you and your ears.
It's not the first time.
No. Do you know what, Tony? I'm looking at it now, and I think I need this weekend off just to calm down, you know, not get myself in a right 2-8, which I was last week.
Yeah.
But before we know it, it's Brentford here. Have a cup of tea and a slice of toast, and the match is here. So hopefully things go right in training or people in international breaks, and we put a performance in because we can see what Brentford do.
Yeah.
They score early doors, and if we're not awake and it could be bad. So, no, I'm glad I got it off my chest. I'm a lot easier now, a lot calmer.
Yeah.
Until next Saturday.
Well, we did say, and everyone out there knows exactly what I'm saying here when I say, look, we're 14th, Webby. That's terrible. 5 goals. We've said it the other day. It's not acceptable. But I've got to try and look on the bright side here. I've got to try and cheer you up. Yeah. Now, can you cheer up here, Webby?
I'll try. Do your best, so let's see where we go.
Right, well, I look at it this way, and people have spoken to me, put comments in and all that. Things can change round very quickly, and that's what we're all hoping for. So I look at it this way, Webby. 4 league games, the next 4 league games, that can put us in a totally different position.
If we win them 4 games, so, you know, it's easy. I have seen someone said the other day, we should win our next 4 league games.
Yes.
I thought,
well, that's the conversation.
Well, we should do, but there's a good chance that we won't. You know, we've got to put in performances now.
Yeah.
You know, people have got to come to the party, come to the mark, play for this football club, put a shift in for this football club, battle for this football club, battle for the shirt, battle for the fans, battle for the cleaner who cleans the stands at full times. You know, it's all right. People say, we got 4 winnable matches.
3 home ones.
Does that matter at all with us? Does it matter? You know, we need to start playing football, and more than anything, start putting these chances away. Chances win matches, and we're missing. I think we're top of the league still, aren't we? And missing chances. That needs to change.
Yeah, but the thing is, the opportunity is there, Webby, and what we've got to have hope, right? 3 home games, 1 away at West Ham. So there is an opportunity. So, you know, looking right now, things could change. 14th might just be a distant memory soon. Let's hope it is. At the end of the day, I also look at it this way, Webby. Europa League, 1 at home, 1 away. That in itself, by the time the international break comes, could put us in a nice position. 4 league games, 2 Europa League games. Hey, Webby, it can look good going into the new year.
So you're right, you know. It's just like you're saying, it's just an hard watch at the moment. And is this international break coming at the right time? Some people will say yeah. Some people will say no. You need to get back on the pitch and put the wrongs right. You know, it's hard, Tony, but I'll be truthful with you. I hate the international break, but I think it's needed. Not so much for the players, for the club and the fans, just to regroup, you know, and get ready for that Brentford game at 3 o'clock next Saturday because, you know, they're playing well. Well, you know, they've lost their best player.
Yeah.
Well, the most poignant player, Tony. But he keeps pulling them out. And he's a top manager, that kid, that Franks.
Yeah.
You know, there was talk of him being linked, not just here, to bigger clubs.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's a good manager on the budget he's had. But then again, they've spent quite a few quid, you know, and he's bought proper players and he's made average players into good players. And if you look last year, it was only 2 McTominay injury time goals what got the 3 points. You know what I mean, Tony? So, you know, I just hope that the ones who are on international duty come back unscathed and the ones who aren't, you know, put a good 9, 10, 11 days training in and be ready for 3 o'clock next Saturday.
I think you're right about the international break. I think it's come out the right time because sitting 14th, Webby, it's a long time since we've been in that position. I was only talking to Kieron about like in the 70s and that was talking with the people who were making comments and that, and I was saying like Tommy Docherty era, he couldn't stop us going down, but he was the best manager. He's the best manager in the 70s we had, and he actually took us down. So things can turn around. And this international break, let's hope we can regroup. Now, what I've got to pull you on here, Webby, right? Not pull you on, but like get an assessment off you. So Jim Ratcliffe's come in. Yeah, he's got a long-term plan, okay? Clearly, Erik ten Hag is in situ. He might be gone at the end of the year. He might be gone earlier, just depending on the results. But what do you make of the standards since they've come in, where we're at as a club?
I said it the other day. So if you look at Manchester United Football Club now, off the pitch, we look like a proper run club.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen that lineup at Villa Park, all these top members there who've come from top clubs and top jobs.
Yeah.
It's just on the pitch, it looks a shambles. But outside the pitch, I think he's come in. You know, some people don't agree with what he's done, cutting some of the staff at United. Some of them have been there 40-odd years. You know, they've been, yeah, here's a load of Bugs Bunny, ta-da. You know, you look at the man, Alex Wiley, great bloke. He's no longer there as a kit manager. What a lovely lad. Probably heartbroken now. This was his life. But he's made, you know, then we heard about no tickets for the staff for the final, or make your own way down. We're not paying for the free jolly for you, which you normally... And I think he's right. Some of those things he's done. I don't agree with some of them, but what he's done, Tony, he's made us look, this is sound silly, I wish it was the other way, off the pitch we look a proper club now. The right people, the right football people in charge. Instead of you had clowns like that Woodward. You know, he's absolutely made a right mess of the club.
There's a vision, though. That's what Sir Jim Ratcliffe has come in. He's got a vision. He's got a vision of a new stadium and everything.
And I've got a vision, so. And it's not the fucking same as Jim Ratcliffe's. You know, I wish it was. But like we've talked about that statement someone made, will be challenged for the title in 3 years. I hope we're in the same league in 3 years, so that's all I'm worried about.
It's not that bad,
no,
Webby.
No, but if you look at it, so, it's only because we could be sitting here now having this chat, so, on no points. Really. The Fulham game, if they would have put those proper passes through.
You said it, yeah.
The chances at Crystal Palace.
The international breaks here. So, you know, it's a chance to regroup and that.
Yeah.
And maybe a chance for Sir Jim Ratcliffe to regroup. And like I said, the standards are changing. You look at the Carrington, that's all changing. Yeah. So there is things going on.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
What it is, what I like to hear is about the vision. Webby, he's got a vision going forward. He knows that the club and everything is just like, well, it's been terrible, to be honest with you. And it needs a lot of work, but it's not done overnight.
No,
Webby.
of course. Rome wasn't built in a day, was it?
So,
you know what I mean?
Are you on board with this vision of where Ineos on what they're talking about?
I'm on board with Sir Jim. I don't know about... I'm on board with him. I like what he's saying and what I'm seeing about the stadium. Because that was the biggest thing, you know. We're quite lucky we come to Old Trafford every other week, and we have done for years, and people come from... This is my first trip. Obviously, we meet at Hotel Football on the match day, and I think, wait till you get inside there, you're going to be disappointed. Because it's a mess. It's a mess. You know, you look at White Hart Lane and, well, the new Spurs Stadium, and you look at Leicester's training ground. You know, it's so much better than ours. And everyone, you know, you look at Old Trafford, 10, 12 years ago, probably one of the best stadiums in Europe. Now, probably won't even be the best 100. And that, we deserve better for that. We deserve the best stadium in the world because we are the biggest club in the world, end of story. And I like what Jim's doing, but let's get this stadium built. Let's take it slowly. You know, we all want as United fans for us to be challenging for league this season. Some people thought it'd happen after the cup final. It was never going to happen. You know, we was all buzzing after that cup final, but it was never going to happen. We played City, we done a job on them that day. City looks a tired team that day, and we done a job on them and rightly deserved to win. But take it slowly, you know, take it as it comes. But the right people are on board now with the club, up above. Let's get it sorted out on the pitch.
I actually see this squad in 2 years' time putting us in a position to take the next jump with the next squad, what's going to come in. There's a lot of youngsters here and all that, you know, and they're all capable of improving. And there's a few little changes. You've got Eric Ten Hag there. Will he be here in 2 years? You know, time will tell on that. But I think this team is actually the vision to take us to a certain period where we then next take the jump. When we've got stability, and when I talk about stability, Webby, I mean stability all over, especially in that changing room. Yeah. The stability is there. There is players in there what still need to be moved out, who are still toxic. I'm not saying there's a lot of them, but there's still players there, Webby.
Oh, yeah, there's players there. We've seen that. Just that some matches, so you can probably get away with 1 or 2 having an off day.
Yeah.
But when you've got 4, 5 and 6 having mares, you struggle against anybody. You struggle against a dog and duck. You know, Man United, if those players are... And that's what's happened. So it's been 4 to 5 or 6 of them having really bad days. We've struggled, and rightly so, because of the performance and results we've got.
Well, you talk about struggling performances and that. We're going through an injury crisis now. If you look at the players what are out now, okay, Garnacho's injured. Don't know how long he's going to be. Hopefully he's back for Brentford. Then you've got Mazraoui. Mazraoui's just been diagnosed with like a heart problem. Okay, so that could continue. Let's hope.
Who's doing the fucking medicals over there? Surely that's something it gets checked. Because it's the same one what Aguero had, something similar which he had to retire from. The kid at Luton. You know, who's doing these medicals? Is it the old regime who they've just got rid of? Because surely something like that should pop up, shouldn't it? Don't know. I'm not an art expert, but if there's something there, is it just appeared now or has it been sat in the background?
Just look at Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has been my bugbear for a long time. I don't understand, Webby. When we talk about injuries, he's there. He should never have gone to the Euros. We know that, right? But he's there. Malassi is there. Now Mazraoui's out. This is the point I'm getting to, right? We're struggling. Hamas isn't in the squad. I thought he would be in the squad. You looked at him. You spoke about Hamas in the summer, in the pre-season, right? And there was a chance for him to there. Now we're going to struggle here, Webby, surely.
Well, obviously the game against Brentford, we need a left back. Like I said the other day about playing as a free, you know, but obviously Anna Maguire's injured. You know, he plays at left back. He tried. He's not going to put Johnny Evans there, obviously.
He might put Lindelof right back.
He could do, yeah. You know, I thought he did all right, Lindelof. Nothing great at Villa Park. He come on and did a job. But like saying about the injuries last year, you could back the manager on that because the injuries we had last year was an absolute joke. You were scared of putting your phone on or putting Sky Sports News on because we just nipping the carriage and another forward injured. You know, and you're thinking, who's going to play? You know, and we've had the great luck with injuries. You know, you look like the people like Mason Mount, where what's happened to him again?
I'm baffled with him.
What's happened to him? He puts a picture on, he's cut his head. We've just been beat 3-0 by Tottenham and he's smiling on the social media.
Jim said that yesterday.
I was in bed nearly in tears.
He was fuming, Kieran, when he seen that picture.
Thanks for all your messages. He was on. I've had a little bit of a trim. So where's he been? Is he injured again? You know, Luke Shaw, you know my take on Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
I think he's a great player.
Yeah, I don't know.
When he plays, you know, that's a big when. You know, we don't see him. When was the last time he played? Was it January?
February.
Well, for start of February at Luton, Obeldoff never seen again. And you're rightly so, and you've got to put it back to the previous Euros when Rashford shouldn't have gone and he went and he played about 10 minutes and we didn't see the best of him. We've not seen the best of him since. So
the thing is,
people have got to get the bread buttered right. Remember where they come from. Forget about your country. Work your balls off for this football club who've looked after you and make you financially sorted for the rest of your snatch. You know what I mean? Forget England.
I listened to what Wayne Rooney said. We're talking about injuries, players and all that. And Wayne Rooney turned around. Lots of players, what he's seen. Now, he's been at United. He was at United a long time. So I don't know whether he was actually saying United players. So he left it in a bit of doubt. But what he was saying, that he's seen it with his own eyes, how players have faked some injuries in that and then sort of timed it right to come back for the Euros. Players have done that here, Webby.
Oh, yeah. And not just players here, players all over the place. You know, when we're speaking of next United player, I won't mention on here, deliberately got sent off so he could have Christmas off. You know, so they're all at it. You know, he got booked at a match, I'm talking, late 70s, realised if he got a red in here, he'd have Boxing Day off and New Year's Day. So absolutely just kicked the ball away and had an argument with an official, got himself a red card and had Christmas off. So it makes you think, you know, and he's a straight lad here. Well, he is now. He wasn't in those days. But it makes you think. And players do, you know, I just don't see what he get up. You know, I didn't watch that England match last night, but it sounded absolutely pony. You know, I don't get up on it. I don't get up on England. It's United reserves, United under-18s, United kids. You can forget about England, forget about him, all of the international football.
I want to go on about one player who's been absolutely trashed in the social media world, Webby, and that's Xerxes. But he's been slaughtered, Webby, and he's only just got here.
I've hammered him, Tony. I've hammered him.
I'm not criticising.
But the thing is there, so I watched him, and I look at him there, think, big lad him. He looks like he's got wellies on.
I know,
And listen, I want him to come good, but what's happening? Because Ireland's been injured, he's been on and he's not doing anything. We've played like absolute clowns, so he's going to get it because of the price tag and the goals we've not scored. Listen, I hope he comes here against Brentford and scores a hat-trick and gets on BBC Match of the Day and say, see you, Webber, see you've not got a Scooby-Doo about football. No, that's what we wish for.
This criticism, Webby, right? What you've said about him, like, so I think to myself, especially when you said it looks like he's playing football with wellies on, right? And at times it does look like that way. right? No, but it's the hatred, what I'm saying about.
I don't hate him.
No,
just my opinion.
I'm saying out there. Webby,
social media today's
on Webby, it's absolutely unfair.
Yeah.
He's not had a good start. It's poor, and it's right that you and I can criticise any player, okay? But I think it's now time for United fans to start backing the players and backing the club after this international break and get behind. And let's hope people like Xerxes turn it round and that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, no, 100%, Tony. I'm looking at it there. Like saying, prove me wrong, proves a lot of United fans wrong, but they've not had a go at him in the ground.
No.
There's been murmurings, but you know what social media is like.
No.
You break wind in the wrong place, people are hammering you. So there you go, pal.
Listen,
anyway.
On that note, Webby, listen, thanks for coming in. I know you've been in a rush today. Thanks for watching. Press that like button. Please subscribe, and we'll be back early next week. Thank you.